We all know that staying consistent is key to growing on social media and growing our business on social media. And we're probably all very tired of hearing how much we have to stay consistent. But we're going to get into how to actually stay consistent. And this is all going to start with creating a posting schedule. A posting schedule is crucial for staying consistent because it gives you something to stick to. So we're going to get into how to create one that will work for you and something that you can sustain long term. Hi, I'm Ariana. I'm a social media manager and content marketing strategist. On this channel, we talk about social media for business, content creation, and content marketing and work-life balance. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I highly suggest subscribing. So what is a posting schedule? It is pretty self-explanatory, but there is a lot that goes into creating a posting schedule. And if your goal is to stay consistent on social media and grow your business page, then you need to start on the right foot. And even if you do have a posting schedule right now that you're not really consistent with, that doesn't really work for you, you can recreate one at any time, at any stage in your business. So the first place to start when you are creating a posting schedule is your content creation schedule. This is how often you can pump out new and fresh content. This is the most important place to start because if you do want to post once a week, you have to be able to create content to be posting once a week. So the key and the goal for your content creation schedule is to stay realistic. If you know that you can sustainably, consistently, and comfortably create 7 posts a week for Instagram, then you can probably keep up with posting once a day. But if you can only realistically create about 3 to 4 fresh pieces of content for Instagram every single week, then shooting for 7 times a week will probably burn you out and actually really be disappointing, eventually leading to resentment with content creation and then eventually making you just give up. And content creation is supposed to be the fun part of our business, being creative, connecting with our community on social media. So we don't want any negativity or any bad vibes around content creation. And when you do create content, you should be very high energy, very in a creative mindset, especially if you are showing up on camera. Because we can definitely tell when you look like you just don't want to be there and you don't want to be doing this. And that's not going to help your business. So how do you actually figure out your content creation schedule? One of the things you need to do is understand your priorities. And creating a posting schedule does not have to be limited to only creating once a week. You can actually batch create your content only once a month if you'd like, if you think you can. I usually batch create my YouTube videos once a month and then I edit and then I push them out throughout the month, but I only like to sit down and film them once a month so I don't have to sit here and do this every single week. So definitely figure out what your schedule looks like. When can you actually realistically sit down uninterrupted, film a bunch of content and have it ready to go for when you are ready to post. When you do create a posting schedule, figure out how many types of posts you want to post. For example, if you are aiming to post once a day, which is 7 times a week, is this going to look like 7 reels a week or is it going to look like half feed posts and half reels? What type of content are you going to be creating? Chances are if you are creating more feed posts that are kind of infographics that deal with graphic design and photo editing, you can probably batch create more of these at once rather than if you had to sit down and film a bunch of videos, because then you would have to get ready, have to make sure there's no background noise, have to make sure there's no one around you that can distract you. So this is what I mean by understanding your priorities. What types of posts are you going to be pushing out and figure out what your content creation schedule looks like for those types of posts. I usually post 2 graphic posts on my Instagram a week as well as 4 Instagram reels per week. So I usually batch film my reels every single week, but I batch create my graphics once a month. So when you sit down and look at the numbers, I realized that I only need to create 8 different graphics for the entire month. So I can sit down and do that once a month at the beginning or the end of every month. But for my reels, which are a little bit more audio sensitive, trend sensitive, I like to freshen up this type of content once a week, which is also another thing to keep in mind when you are batching your content. So if you do want to stay as trendy as possible, I would suggest to batch create your content once a week. But for the other things that are a little bit more evergreen, that don't really have any time sensitivity to when you post them, you can batch create those maybe once a month if that's something that you want to do. Another thing that you do have to keep in mind when you are creating a posting schedule is the editing and post prepping of all of your content. So it's one thing to sit down and film all of your content for the month or for the week, but you also need to go ahead and edit them and make sure that it is ready to actually go live and to publish it. This includes your caption writing, your video editing, your photo retouching. You actually do need to schedule time to sit down and do this as well. So it's not just about creating the content and getting that raw footage and those raw photos, but it is also about editing and fixing it up to actually be posted. I usually kind of struggle with putting this into my weekly schedule. I kind of just brush it off and I'm like, okay, I filmed the video, it's good to go. But then when you actually go to post it, you realize that there is a little bit more things you have to do before you can publish it, and then you're in panic mode. So don't be like me and schedule in time to actually edit your content. And this is also going to take time out of your week if you do create content weekly to have consistent posts to publish on social media. Also, depending on the types of posts that you want to push out, this is also going to depend on how much time you have to actually create this content. Super important. Last tip that I have for you that is super important as well is to repurpose your content. So if you do want to stay consistent on multiple platforms, this does not mean that you need to create fresh content every single week or every single day for all of these platforms. My posting schedule looks like me filming 4 reels for the week for Instagram, 5 TikToks for TikTok, and I take those videos that I've already filmed that are platform native and I repurpose wherever I can. I take those videos and I repurpose them to Pinterest as idea pins or regular pins, and I also post these same videos on YouTube Shorts. So now I'm being consistent on 4 different platforms with the same videos. So again, figure out what your priorities are in your types of content that you want to post. And if you do have a video or something that you think that needs to be seen on every single platform, repurpose that piece of content. This will make it much more easier to stay consistent, cover all of your bases, and save you a lot of time while still pushing out your content, pushing out your business, and getting more exposure wherever you can. So hopefully now you have a better idea on how to create a posting schedule for your business page and how to stay consistent on social media. If you found this video helpful, I'd really appreciate if you leave a like down below. It really does help me out. I also want to mention that I do have a weekly trend subscription service where I send you trending TikTok audios and trending Instagram Reel audios every single week straight to your inbox with business-oriented content ideas. So all you need to do is fill in your business information and sit down to film. This is super helpful for those who want to automate their content creation and cut down your content planning time. The link will be in the description box with more information, so check it out if you're interested. If you have any other video suggestions you'd like to see from me, please let me know down in the comments. If you'd like to see more content like this and more content from me, I'd highly suggest subscribing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!